We get a new James Bond. Is it going to happen? They said no. Well, now it looks like someone's being pushed. Indiana Jones budget apparently was $419 million. Acolyte was more money than people thought. So who's lying about what? And have not and will be. Taylor Swift debuting her new album via theater. So we'll discuss that. And then maybe they're going to bring back The Mummy and Brendan Fraser might return. How do we feel about all this? We've got a lot to talk about. Myself, Mike Kalinowski, Seth Sabra, just me. I'm the only person here right now. So I'm hoping by the time I'm done with the intro, someone will be here. But
I wish I knew.
We'll see. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's the Kristian Harloff Show here today on this Thursday. I got there. Thanks to everybody who joined here yesterday on the birthday stream. It was so nice. And I got a bag of coffee. I got you guys got me on that Amazon list. You guys went, a bunch of people bought some stuff and I wasn't even expecting anything. So that was very nice that you did that. I appreciate it. Steph is on her way here. Mike, apparently on their way here. I realize that I just can't. I love when people get here 5 minutes early. I think that it's the thing that I hope for, that I ask for. But never happens. And usually people jump in just around the 11:59. But right now, nobody, nothing, zilch, jack shit, baby. That's right. So that's what we got today. But it was hilarious because Luke was sending me stories this morning. And he said, this is such a Mike heavy show because we got Indiana Jones news. We've got Bond news. So, man, we figured, hey, listen, this is going to be a Mike show. And then yesterday he said he doesn't even know if he's going to be here. And then I texted him. I said, do you think you're going to be here? He was like, yeah, but it might be in the, I don't know, in the lunchroom of where he's working again too. So now, as much as I love Steph and Mike, I don't want them to win because I'm doing it all on my own again right now. But we already have 4, so maybe they do win. They need 165 more, I think. I think we just tapped out like 170 yesterday, so that was nice for birthday. But I'm stalling, but I don't think I can anymore. And I really want to go. Oh, look, Mike Kalinowski got here before he's from his lunchroom. He's eating sloppy joes and playing with his ball bag. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mike Kalinowski is here. Where is he? There he is.
Come on now.
There he was. There
what are
he
you
goes.
doing? Come on now. Get it together here.
Nice to see you. How's
Where's
the lunchroom? Late.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be by yourself. Yeah. I felt bad. No,
nope,
I made it work.
Late.
I made it work.
You did.
I told you I was going to be late, dumb numbnuts.
You did.
I'd be late or not be here.
Hey, asshole face bag. I said that.
Come off your 50th birthday, you become an asshole.
I said,
Jesus.
I said, listen to me, that Mike Kalinowski said he was going to be late from the, the depths of hell where he works. And so that's what happened. But Steph, I said, I asked people to get here, Mike, 5 minutes early all the time. Nobody does it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. That's not fair. Winston has been significantly better about it. Chris Carr is always here early, so that's not fair. Roke is usually here right around the 3 or 4 minute right beforehand. You're not too bad. Roxy is always right at 12 p.m. Never a minute early, never a minute late. And then Steph, hit or miss. I think, and I don't even think Coy left the show. I just think Coy's late. So perfect timing as we talk about, how people sometimes we love them to be 5 minutes early, but hey, if we can get them 5 minutes late, just as good. And ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in Miss Steph Sabra. There she is.
Is that Mike?
It is.
Look at you.
See?
Look at you.
At
is that Mike?
Why am I over there?
Me.
Wait, I'm gonna do this for now, and then hopefully that lower third we can change that. But right now,
yeah,
I'll be Steph. I'll be Steph for now. He's back. He's here. He's gonna try to get a victory with you today because he couldn't make the show with Roxy.
I
Yeah.
need it, Mike. I've been
Yeah.
suffering without you.
Yeah, it's gonna
Feel
be a
bad,
tough one
Jim.
though today, Steph.
Oh, I
Well,
know, because you had your birthday stream, which
I
I
know.
just saw the email from
Oh,
Luke.
Luke yesterday? Oh, okay.
I didn't know that everyone was invited. I thought Mike got a special invite because he's
Oh,
known
so
you
you
the
must have been.
longest.
So you must have been when we talked about it yesterday on our reaction. You must have been like, "Where's my email?" You just didn't check the email.
Yeah.
Well, you're like my
literally.
brother. My brother this morning, I was like, I was talking about my dad's visit to New York, and my brother's like, is he going? Like, yeah, he sent an email out about a month ago confirming that he's coming in. He goes, oh, I don't check my email. I'm like, well, why do you have an email address?
Yeah.
You don't check your email. He's like, I have to be directed to my email. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I kind of feel him.
But why? Why do you have an email address?
I don't know. I guess it's okay. This is my problem with emails. There's so much spam.
Yeah, there is.
There's that I can't put on notifications. So then the onus lies on me to check every few hours, and that feels kind of crazy.
But
And
how
also
media?
You don't check your email every couple hours?
Wait. I got to get to the bottom of this. How often do you check your social media?
not much. Actually,
Not
not much.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't I'm not super active right now. When I am active, yeah, it is more. It's probably
Do you know
like
why
every
I
few
believe you?
hours.
Do you know why I believe
Why?
you? Because you're horrendous on texts.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
but not to me, you're actually not too bad. Like, and I will
No.
say this. But and I don't, like I said, when people don't wish me happy birthday, yes, I don't care. But you pay notice too. You're like, oh, that was very nice, that person to do. That's very kind. Didn't have to. Mike came into the stream yesterday. It was very nice. He made a video, him and Shannon. It was very nice. Steph was the first LA peep at 7 a.m. her time to text me. That was very nice.
Thank you. I almost did it the night before, and then I was like, that's weird because I don't know what time it is. I mean, it's like so late there. So I was like,
it was nice. I was on my way to the gym when you did it all the way back. I can't remember. And I was like, well, how nice is that? Because I knew I was going to see you anyway because we shot Predator 2.
right. I love October birthdays. And I love Scorpios, which is probably why you're like only two of the men that I tolerate in the world.
I'm a Libra.
I know I love Libras, but Mike's a Scorpio.
Oh, I see.
That's right.
I love Libras.
Yeah, that's because we're tolerant. We're tolerant.
Yeah, you have a good balance.
Yeah, that's why I can deal with the Scorpio.
That's an asshole.
Yeah, it's true. Your hair is doing amazing stuff today, Mike. It looks good.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my hair now? You gonna make fun of my hair now?
No, I'm not. What did I
No,
just say?
it looks like it's like freshly wafted.
It's like a
wafted.
Yeah. It looks like a wonderful eraser I would use.
I have to be presentable when I do my job.
It looks good. It looks good.
I like it.
I like it. But I was saying, Mike, before you came in, Luke sent me topics this morning. Was like, oh, Mike's gonna love these stories. And I was like, I don't think Mike's on the shows before you confirmed with me. But there are a lot of there's a lot of Mike heavy stories here today for sure.
Hell yeah.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, let's start with this one. How about it? The main topic we're going to get to right now. And that, of course, is that we might start. Well, here comes the Bond talk already.
Oh.
Jacob Elordi is being pushed for James Bond. This is that kid from Frankenstein that's getting a lot of the love. 28-year-old Australian hunk, Jacob Elordi. Saltburn. Oh, right. He was really good in Saltburn. Okay, now I know who he is immediately. Euphoria and Priscilla is being quietly pushed by Amazon to be a contender to play the next James Bond. World of Real cites a well-placed source adding that no formal offer has been sent to the 6'5" actor, and we're still a long way away from official casting. The director, Denis Villeneuve, is expected to have a say in the matter, and so far there's been no indication of pushback on his part in terms of Elordi's casting. A final decision, however, is almost a year away. His name has been mentioned as a potential candidate before his name up there with the likes of Tom Holland. No, thank you. Love Tom, but no, thank you. Harris Dickinson and Jonathan Bailey, among others, for the part. However, a report last week essentially dismissed all previous casting rumors, including Elordi, as essential nonsense. Villeneuve is not expected to give Bond any castings, any serious attention until early next year after he wraps Dune Part 3. Same report indicated that they want a Brit to play Bond, though Elordi being an Aussie and thus part of the British Commonwealth is hardly a stretch. Aussie George Lazenby previously played the role, while Sam Worthington was a finalist for the role alongside Henry Cavill and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. Craig ultimately won the part. Peaky Blinders creator Stephen Knight is penning the script, which is expected to target a 2028 release. Elordi will shortly be seen as the creature in Del Toro's Frankenstein, opening in cinemas in 2 weeks and hitting Netflix next month. So we made a big deal out of it. Mike Kalinowski. This is a story. Are you familiar with this gentleman? Do you?
Not really.
Okay. Do you find merit in this, or is this just here we go? We're a year out, and here comes one of many casting rumors.
I think it's here we go. One of many. Like, he's got Frankenstein coming out that's got a lot of buzz happening. You know, he's 6'5". That's a big bitch.
Tall bond.
So I don't know.
Perfect. So that's your elaborate.
You don't know what that's from? That's a big bitch.
That's your elaborate answer?
It's from that. Oh God, is it Deuce Bigelow?
He's gonna take us off air.
What?
Deuce Bigelow?
It's from that movie where he's dating all these women, and then he's like, he's in this scene with a girl, and he looks up to her, like, and then they're walking in a bar, and some extra in the background's like, "That's a big bitch."
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many people quote that.
I don't know, but I like how you. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that's your quote from now on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true. All right. Well, that was for the guy who loves Bond, wrote a book about it. A nice 2-minute, hardly even 2-minute answer for that.
Okay, I got this.
Right.
Okay. I really like Jacob Elordi. I cannot believe he's crawled out of the space of the character he was in Euphoria. It's not like he was as bad as Joffrey, but he was getting there for like a modern day story. Like, it was like, this guy is evil. I hate him. And then he did Saltburn, and now he's doing Frankenstein and Wuthering Heights, and I'm seeing all his interviews, and he seems like the nicest guy ever. And Guillermo everyone likes working with him. So and I like all of the roles he's been in. I'm excited for Frankenstein, and this feels like it could be really good. I don't know, like, are the Brits super protective of it being a British actor, or does it not really matter that much? But I feel like he definitely has the look. That's my opinion.
I was realizing that you couldn't hear me. So I think because of, like, as they mentioned in the article, the Commonwealth, that it's really not that big of a deal. And Mike, as they said, Lazenby was Australian, right?
I mean, Connery was Scottish by way of his ancestry. I just think it needs to be anyone but an American. That's my kind of 2 cents on it.
Well, I mean, why? So if they can nail the accent,
you're right, but it's also, I mean, God, I feel like I had this conversation with someone. Like, I kind of am over the days of English actors playing American superheroes. Like, it's kind of like it's our history, it's what we are. Like, James Bond is that's their guy, and it's, I don't know. At the end of the day,
you're very married to it too, though.
I'm not, but I don't,
all right.
It doesn't, as long as it's good role. I can't win in this situation. I'll get shit for saying, oh, it's just got to be an American. It can't be an American. And, this and that. And then I don't know, man.
You're not super strict on it. You're just like, it is a little bit weird that every Brit is playing all the American heroes.
No, but I love the headspace that Mike's in right now. Steph, I want you to ask me a question and I'm going to answer how Mike just answered that one.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
What's been your favorite country to visit?
Well, it depends. There's a couple things. I don't know. There's I don't know. Look at this. If I see it this way, I've been to a different place. I don't know. I like planes. It really depends, because I don't know how to answer this, because I can't win. I don't know.
All I need to say is thank God we're not doing the Schmodown anymore. Thank God, because I would destroy you every time you had me at some live event or something. I would just go off fucking script.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
God damn it.
Anyway, so for me, what I would say with this whole scenario is that I'm gonna go back to what they said with Del Toro, not Del Toro, Villeneuve recently. He ain't ready. He ain't ready to start casting. This guy's name will be put on the list because of what Mike said, what Steph said. He is a name that people are talking about. I really did like him in Saltburn a lot. With a second, again bringing up my brother. He brought it up the other day when he was talking about Frankenstein. Or no, it wasn't my brother. It was my buddy Adam. He was talking about Frankenstein. And he wanted to see it because he's whatever Del Toro. He started bringing up that kid, and I didn't think it. I was like, I couldn't place him. And the second I read in the article, I'm like, oh, the guy from Saltburn. He was excellent. So you can understand why his name is being thrown around the mix in general for things. So being thrown in there for Bond, it's very similar to what we were just talking about yesterday with The Brave and the Bold. And that is, it just depends on what movie they're making. Are they going to be making this movie because Mike, I don't know if you heard the recent, I think maybe you and I spoke about it, I'm not sure, but that they're going to go into the Bond being recruited this time.
Yeah.
You like that or you don't like that?
Well, okay. I got thoughts on that then. You want to hear these? So to me, and other filmmakers have said it and other writers, like if you're doing that, it's not Bond. Like he's not Bond. I mean, if we want to, there was a talk that you want to see his years as a naval commander and stuff like that, but then you're just doing a military spy movie and it's not Bond. The things that make Bond are like Q and the gadgets and the car and MI6 and Moneypenny, like, and that's why, you know, it worked so well with Craig where we were introducing those. They chose to pick him up right as he gets his 00 license. So I think there's a new game coming out that's getting a lot of hype.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And that's a young Bond, but it's Bond becoming Bond. He's with MI6. It's the gadgets, and they're doing it right. They got the music, they got the characters, they got the.
That's the one you
Bond
mentioned,
girl.
Steph, that Harry saw, right? That Harry liked.
Yeah. Harry likes to fall asleep to the cutscenes of different games coming out. So I know all the games. And I'm finding out about game culture. They like drop it years before the game comes out. And I don't understand that at all. Like Arc Raiders is the game everyone's flipping out about. And they're like, it's the best game ever. Come to find out, it's not coming out for another year. And it's like, that's worse than the movie dropping schedule.
Well, they take so long to make.
Yeah, but
okay, 4 or 5 years to make a game.
I don't know, Steph. Here's the argument I would make against that. The video game business, it ain't hurting.
That's true.
So they're doing something right, and their hype machine and the way that they promote things, clearly, they're doing things right. So if they're dropping things that early and getting the hype up and able to continue it and not have people forget about it, maybe it is the way to go. Because like we've already talked about that Bond game a bunch of different times. Mike brought it up, referenced it. You referenced it last week. So, and then as you start to go in tandem with the release of or the casting of the movie, it might be the perfect time to start teasing this stuff out, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I guess Arc Raiders comes out this next month. I've been watching the cutscenes for like a year, so I've been ready for this game, and I'm never gonna play it. So I hope that it's really great for you guys.
Perfect. But I mean, I don't know. Mike is the Bond expert, obviously, but I do find something interesting about seeing him being recruited and seeing where he was before he got recruited. We never really got that deep into it, like right beforehand, maybe, or right his last mission with Daniel Craig or whatever it was, right before he got in. But the recruitment of what he was doing beforehand, that's pretty interesting to me.
I'd like that.
Okay. See, this will be a good bellwether, this show, having someone like myself on here, and then having you guys. And as we see the development of this movie, to see, and again, I'm of the mind Bond has been around for so many years, it constantly needs to reinvent itself. So maybe that is the way to go with it.
All right.
And get a younger generation to become fans of this thing.
Maybe. And if they go this route with the younger Bond, Jacob Elordi could be a great call.
How old is he?
I think he's 25, right? Is that what they said?
Oh, yeah. That'd be a great age.
Is that right, or did I just make that up? I don't know why I said that.
And they're looking for someone that's going to be with this franchise for a while.
How old is he? I don't know. Maybe let me see. I might have just made that up. Jacob Elordi.
He's right in his Zendaya age.
28. He's 28. That's
a perfect age.
Okay.
Perfect age. So his age lines up. Hype around him. Great actor. So I think he'll be on the list. Will he get it? I don't know. I mean, it seems like my my bold prediction of what's his face Aaron Taylor Johnson ate a big pile of doo-doo. So I don't think
I was on board with that too, but it
Yeah.
seems like that might be.
It ain't gonna happen. It doesn't look like. I still think he's perfect for it, but you get a guy like this. This makes sense too, because it's like, yeah, this is someone that very talented. People are talking about, and Amazon is pushing him. Apparently, that it's again Denis going, take it easy. I'm shooting another movie.
I think that's what it is.
Give me
I
a
think
list.
he's not even worried about casting right now.
No, he said as much. He goes, I'm not thinking about that right now. Let me shoot Dune. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And you know, he's got that kind of power where it's like, hey, it's Amazon on the phone. Tell him to scratch my balls. I'll call him later. You know, that's that's and you're like, okay.
I'm out in the desert with Timmy. Like,
right. And the assistant doesn't pull punches. He says, Denis says, scratch his balls. I'll call you back later. Because that's Denis. And they go, okay. He said scratch his balls. All right, fine. We'll wait.
okay.
So that's what Denis is able to do. Other people will be like, he said he can't wait to discuss it with you. But you know, Denis is the man, and I can't wait for Dune 3, and I can't wait to see the version of it. I know you can, because you're
gosh,
you're an absolute
you're a
imbecile.
hater.
Yeah. But Bond, we're all going to be excited for, and we're going to find out who's going to be on this list. What do you guys make of it? You like this casting? Potentially? No? Yes? Get out of here, you guys. What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Whether it's on the Clips channel, whether it is on the live, the replay, throw that shit in there, man. All right. We got a lot to discuss. We got more stuff. We got budget talk that you guys love talking about, but we've discussed at great lengths, both myself, Mike, and Steph, about Indiana Jones and the Acolyte. So we'll discuss what the rumor numbers were, and now what new rumor numbers are going to be increase on both. Do we know?
I wish I knew.
Indeed. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. All right. Let's talk about True Classic. I'm loving these True Classics. Steph, I didn't get your opinion. What do you think about True Classic? Look at this.
True Classic.
Put it on me. Put it on me, sir.
You have True Classic, Mike?
Look right here.
Oh, nice.
Classic.
Wow, look at that. See?
Yeah.
What do you think about True Classics?
I love a nice fitted tee on a man. It looks awesome.
Doesn't that look good?
I got that color.
Yeah, I got this color. I got a whole bunch. I'm loving these things so much. I love True Classic. I've been talking about it. But I'll tell you about True Classic. Let's talk about Nutrafol also, because Roxy, big fan of Nutrafol. So let's talk about True Classic. All right, I have to tell you guys straight honest truth here. True Classic, it's one of my favorite brands maybe ever. Birthday is coming up. It's actually going to be this week when you're seeing this. And truth told, friends and family, just get me True Classic. I love it. I love the shirts. I love the pants. I love everything about it. And they just started with a simple mission. It was to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses, because looking great should come with a designer price. So clearly people agree. People are voting with their dollars. True Classic has sold over 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers and racking up over 200,000 five-star reviews. Mine is one of them. This brand isn't just about fabric or fit. It's about helping guys show up every day with confidence and purpose. I can tell you right now that I wear, whether I'm wearing this black t-shirt to the gym, if I'm wearing one of their shirts to a screening, I'm going to an event on Monday, I have to go, I'm wearing True Classic. I really do feel the difference and people have noticed it right away when I walk in a room. They say some stuff. It's just, it's amazing. It's tailored for when you want it. It's relaxed when you need it. No bunching, no stiff fabric, no BS. Clean, effortless fit that actually works for real life. So forget about the overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classic is built for comfort, built to last, and built to give back. You can find them on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, or head to trueclassic.com/Christian to try them out for yourself. Help me out by getting them, and you're guaranteed to help yourself out. True Classic, the absolute best. I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com Nutrafol.com. You got to enter the promo code Christian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Christian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Christian. So thank you once again to both Nutrafol and, of course, True Classic. The links are in the description. Really hope you guys are taking advantage of it. Not only do you get yourself something wonderful, you help out this show more than you can imagine. And as we mentioned, both myself and Mike wearing True Classic for sure. Someone said I got a thick neck. I don't think I have a thick neck. Do I? A thick neck?
No.
I don't think so. A little longer.
Yeah, man. I've been a True Classic for a couple of years now. They're the only t-shirts I buy. They have an actual store. They opened one here in the Valley. Yeah,
wow.
Man. I'm so excited for the store.
It
sucks because every time the problem is they have so many great colors and they sell out so damn fast because they're so.
Dude, use that. I'm telling you, use that code.
I'm absolutely going to use that
my
promo
whole
code.
My whole outfit. I've got these new, and they're great for like gym pants. I mean, it's again, they're getting extra love right now too because they're so. I love them. They're like.
I tell you, I'm.
It's great. I love this. And I mean, yesterday when I went out
likes
to eat,
trade coffee, but man, True Classic t-shirts, they're the best.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. Anyway, all right. So as we discussed, there have been some conversations about budget and this is pretty.
I didn't see this article, so I'm excited.
Well, there's a few. I mean, like we'll start with the one because look, when Indiana Jones was announced, I was optimistic because of James Mangold.
Yeah, you were.
I was. I didn't dislike it as much as I disliked Crystal Skull. That's not really saying much, right? But there's a lot that I liked about it, and there was a lot that I didn't. And we all agreed afterwards. There's no world when that movie should have cost $300 million. Like with COVID restrictions and all that stuff, it just should. There's no world you're going to be able to make that money back. And we couldn't believe that people who made those decisions still have jobs. It gets worse because it wasn't apparently that much. It was way more, if you believe this report. So check this shit out, is what they say in some parts of France.
Oh my God.
Last Indiana Jones apparently cost $419 million. $419 million? I mean, I'm starting to go to Mike's logic that somebody's laundering money. A new breakdown of the budget for James Mangold's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has seemingly revealed that the title has come in as one of the most expensive films ever made, a total of $419 million prior to tax credits. Forbes revealed the figure, which cited UK tax filings recently released by Disney. Much of the film was shot in the UK, where studios filming get a reimbursement of up to 25.5% of the money they spent in the country, provided that at least 10% of their core costs are incurred in there. Studios set up separate companies to produce each film in the UK and are obliged to file legally binding financial statements, which are released in stages starting during pre-production and continuing long after the release. Figures have come in now with $419 million being the total. Disney did, however, bank a $66.7 million reimbursement in returning for filming in the UK, which brings the net spending down to $352 million. Oh, wow. Thank God. That's much higher than the $300 million cited as the official project production of the film. The movie itself grossed just $384 million worldwide at the box office. Sales on home video formats haven't been disclosed. The outlet calculates that losses on the film sit around $160 million. That final $352 million puts it in the 9th most expensive films of all time. Both Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom and Dominion stand as the most expensive movies ever made at $465 million each, which is still too much money, but those movies made profit. So you start with Jurassic Park or Jurassic World and you go, why do those movies cost that much? That's ridiculous. And then someone can go, hey, but we made almost $1 billion. We made $1 billion in every one. And the last one, it made, 800. We go, oh, okay, fine. Don't do that again. Okay. And then they do it again. You're like, how much did it make? 800 or $1 billion. All right. Don't do it again. And then they do it again.
Yeah.
And you turn away. This movie, Steph, this is a crime, right?
It's pretty crazy. Like, I don't even know how you spend that much money. I mean, I guess the breakdown makes sense if they're having all these different locations and companies involved in it, but yeah, it does seem like a massive misuse and kind of like I don't know how they got there, I guess is the question. And I mean, it just makes me like
Baffling.
feel I'm like, how did you guys do that?
It's baffling. It's like how do you spend that money? How do you still have a job, Mike? How do you still have if you because like what we just talked about with Jurassic World,
Right.
if you make that decision and you spend that much money, but you make a profit, I go, I wish we wouldn't have spent that much. But hey, you made us money, so it's fine. You can't say that here. You go, hey, we just spent this, and now you want to spend how much on what? And now we've lost money on this. How do these people still have jobs?
I have no idea. I mean, I think that's a big reason with Kathleen Kennedy. It's like she was the producer, right? So how
she's got pictures of Bob Iger doing something.
Like I don't know. I mean, my only thought is that because it's Indiana Jones and they think it's gonna pay off, but then I see this. You know, they spend whatever. It was a massive disappointment. Why are they trying to push a reboot on this? Like, we got to get another. Let's. There's someone at Disney. Like, what do we do with Indiana Jones? Like, shouldn't you look at that and go, it doesn't resonate anymore?
No,
it's done.
No, I don't feel that way.
You don't?
No, I don't.
That's because you're an idiot. That's because you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Hey, spend $450 million, lose $150 million, but let's do a new version of this movie.
No, because by that logic, they would have never made Batman again, fuckface. They would have never made Batman ever again on your logic.
No.
After Batman and Robin, by your logic, they would have said, this can't work anymore. Stop making Batman movies. Now, I know Batman is significantly different.
That's a generational character that's been around for
but wait, hold on.
Years, different versions of it.
You say stupid things. You got to let me put the electrical tape over your mouth. So the whole point is that they should never make an Indiana Jones movie for over $100 million, $120 million ever again. Ever again. You do a much smaller budget for it, and then I would be interested in seeing it. But I would agree with you thoroughly that if anyone said, hey, we're making a new Indiana Jones movie at 150, I said, why? You cannot get enough people in the theater to justify that.
That showed the audiences don't want to see that anymore. And that's coming from me.
But Mike, it made $300 million at least, right? So it made $300 million. What, 350? Let's say. I mean 350. Okay. So clearly somebody wanted to see it in the same way. Like, would you like Black Adam? Black Adam made like what was it, 350 million or almost or whatever it made. Yeah. If it would have cost $80 million, that's a hit, right?
Right.
But it doesn't. So clearly people saw it. It's just the amount of people that needed to see it for $400 million. You're out of your mind.
Hey, I would love to see an $80 million Indiana Jones movie, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. You know?
Right. I don't know. That's the right. So so after calling me a moron, you just basically said the same thing. You'd like to see an Indiana Jones movie, but at a lower budget.
But dude, I'm the guy that went to Indiana Jones this one opening night. Like, I'm not the guy you've got to get, and I'm not the audience for these movies.
No, but if they get
the studio's got to be like, how do we get the people into the theater?
If they get us into the theater at a lower budget and more people into the theater that care about Indiana Jones, then they can make it back. But if they start doing this, let's try to do $330 million on a franchise that is not crossing over to all generations. Then I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's crazy.
You can't. Know, man.
You can't. So, Steph, how do you feel about all of this in general? And I know that you said that the budget is crazy and all that, but as far as can Indy make a comeback, do you side more so on the side of Mike, let it go, or is there a world with a lower budget or different Indiana Jones and a different team that it could still work?
I think there's a world in which it could still work. Like, I think about my mother-in-law who was like super excited to go see it, and there's that generation of fans who just will always like an indie movie, and kind of like what Mike's saying, I will go there, but I'm not like the base they're necessarily looking for. I think that base is still, the initial base is massive still. So if you find a way to make a lower budget movie, then people are still going to show up. I don't think it was so bad that people are like, I'll never see an Indiana Jones movie again. Like I thought it was like 40 minutes too long, but I still
Definitely.
liked a lot of it. And I would see another Indiana Jones movie. I just feel like they should just like wait a few years and kind of try to reinvent the wheel with the original nature of the character.
Yeah, and they got to. There's so much. It's the same thing with Star Wars, which we're about to get into in a second. Here is that it's just the wrong team handling it, and we've been saying that forever. The team, it's all about. It really is all about Starfighter. I mean, it really is all about Starfighter. We'll get into that in just a sec. But before we do, what do you guys think about Indiana Jones? Man, where do you stand on it as far as should they bring it back? Can they bring it back? If they do you side on the fact that they've got to do it lower, or can they do it higher? They've got to make a better movie. Or do you agree with Mike? Put it to sleep. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know on the Clips channel. Put it in the comments on the live or on the replay, please. Okay, so let's stay with, because I was gonna maybe transition into like the fact that we just talked about new franchises getting kind of rebooted and bringing back old heroes, and The Mummy is circulating again with Brendan Fraser. We'll discuss that in a second, but before we do, staying on the budget thing, and we were talking about Star Wars, so we might as well just stay there. This show originated, the three of us as Sith Council. So one of the things, I think one of the last ones that Star Wars shows that we kind of like watched together, I think, where we were doing reviews and stuff on, because we didn't do any reviews on Skeleton Crew. I still haven't seen that show, and I don't think Mike's seen it. But Acolyte, we did all watch, because there was something exciting about setting it outside of the Skywalker place, as right at the end of the High Republic. There was some promising stuff, but I can't remember, and Steph, correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like all three of us felt it was a disappointment, or did you wind up liking it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I did like I liked a few characters, and then I liked a few episodes, but overall I was like, I think my expectation
Did we lose Steph? She froze a little bit.
is what it is.
That's fair. Mike and I thought it was the farts. So
Yep.
but it was either way, we all agreed that when the rumored budget of $230 million popped up, we said, again, who still has a job that is greenlighting a show that with and this has nothing to do with the fact that it wasn't even that good, even if it was great. Who's greenlighting a show for $230 million in a time period no one knows about and characters we don't understand yet? The first Game of Thrones season wasn't that much. They had to build towards that in the higher seasons. So, and I know different time, I get it, but still, Star Wars Acolyte, Disney Plus spinoff set during the High Republic era, cost far more to make than originally reported. Early estimates put the budget at $180 million. New filings revealed that the total expenditure actually reached $230.8 million at current rates. Disney confirmed the 10.5 increase in costs ahead of the show's release last year. The series, created by Leslie Headland, premiered on June 4th, 2024, with the first 2 episodes released together and the remaining 6 following through July 16th. The show, starring Amanda Stenberg, Lee Jung-jae, Charlie Barnett, Daphne Keane, Jodie Turner-Smith. I mean, look at this cast. Such a great cast. Carrie-Anne Moss and others. Headland expressed interest in exploring the Star Wars universe from a villain's perspective, and production began in 2022. Yada, yada, yada. Despite generally favorable reviews from critics, really? Is that true? Is that true? It might be true. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I didn't hear that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, what is it? Can someone look up what it has on Rotten Tomatoes? Maybe it does have favorable reviews.
Yeah.
The Acolyte divided fans and saw lower viewership than previous Star Wars series. The show even faced a review bombing campaign online. Ultimately, Disney canceled it in 2024 August due to high costs and disappointing audience numbers, although the series received recognition, including a Primetime Creative Emmy Awards nomination. Really? According to Disney's filings, the total gross cost of $230 million.
Oh.
Right? What is it, Mike?
It got a 79% critic, 19% audience.
79 is not a great rating for critics. 79.
No, it's fine.
Not. It's just around average. That's not a good critically revered.
The Mandalorian Andor got 96.
Right. Right. So that's not true. According to Disney's filings, the total gross cost of $230.8 million breaks down to around $46.2 million per hour of content. 46 million. It wasn't even hour-long shows. They were like 35 minutes, 40 minutes maybe, which is 36 times higher than the minimum $1.4 million per house required for reimbursement. Disney received $43.8 million in tax credits, reducing the spending on the series to $187 million. Okay. One of the largest single expenses was $34 million paid to staff, with the workforce peaking at 344 employees during 2023. However, the findings also revealed disparities in the production's workforce. In April 2023, 30% of the 695 employees were female, and women's average hourly pay was 19.4 lower than men's. This is notable given the series' focus on diverse characters on screen. While the series did not meet Disney's expectations, the final budget shows just how expensive, high-profile Star Wars productions have become. Acolyte's high cost highlights the challenge of balancing ambitious storytelling with financial realities in the streaming era. It's shocking to see the budget rise so much, especially for a show that struggled with viewership. It raises questions about how Disney manages production costs versus audience interest. What do you think was the budget? Was the high budget worth it, or should Disney have scaled back? Share your thoughts in the comments. Again, so this is, I hate that this becomes this all the time. Is this just a Disney thing? The last two stories we talked about in very similar have one common denominator: Lucasfilm. Is Lucasfilm doing their budgets the right way? Certainly doesn't seem like it. Certainly seems like they are spending money in a very ridiculous way, and they are so out of touch with what people want. Like go Mike's earlier point with Indiana Jones. Like they don't know what the audience wants anymore, and they're spending this kind of money. And it also, to me, shows, hey, listen, we can't do this anymore. Take that season 4 of Mandalorian that you were going to do for $180 million or whatever you were going to do, and turn it into a $130 million movie. Can you do that, John? And he goes, sure, I'm a company player. I can do it. And so everyone who's talking about, well, why are they making this big TV show? Because into a movie, because they want to do the Moana thing. They want to turn Moana TV show into $1 billion hit. They did it. Now they're going to turn this into $1 billion hit. No, they won't. But they're going to make 500 million maybe on it. And even that, okay, they put some money in the bank. So another thing, I see people going, wow, the reason why they're going to do Mandalorian and Grogu, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Kids are going to love this one. Did you see season 1 and season 2 when he goes into the butcher shop and he's killing everybody left and right? The vicious Mandalorian, that was for kids. No, I know Grogu is, oh, he's cute, baby Yoda. They're going to lose the essence of the show if they just make it for kids. It wasn't intended for kids. There are other Skeleton Crew. If they made that movie,
yeah,
then that's directed towards kids. Sure, that's what that is. So I don't know, Steph. This report, same thing as the last story, different but the same.
Yeah, I think it's like a bummer because it didn't do well, and it's so much money when the previous shows also weren't doing that great, and it was also a lot of money. And then for this to be the most amount spent, more than the previous shows, is pretty wild. And it's like you said, it's such a bummer. Like reading out that cast, it's like I love the cast. I love the cast, and I was excited for Leslie Headland. And I just feel like sometimes people make stuff a lower budget. Like sometimes it might be just like too much available with such a high budget, and then the story kind of loses itself or gets a little convoluted. I don't know exactly what went wrong. It seems like my biggest issue with it is just like the story didn't really work for me.
That's a big issue.
In itself,
that's a big issue.
I know, but I'm like, I don't think that's a money thing, is what I'm saying. Right. So it's like, I don't know, even if they did it on a lower budget, what it would have looked like. I guess it would have been an easier pill to swallow for Lucasfilm and and everyone. But yeah, I just don't know how they got to that number, other than like, because even though it's such a great cast, it's not like all Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? It's like all really exciting up and coming actors,
yeah.
Like for the most part, other than like Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, I mean, right, and they underutilized her. My God, did they underutilize her?
You know, my biggest things I'll never get over is the underutilization of my Queen Trinity, Carrie Ann
Yep.
Moss. And just as a twin, watching that twin story play out, I
Right.
was like,
That's right. I
I
remember.
just,
Yeah. Right. Right.
I felt like this is so not twin like.
No, a lot of the
So
stuff, a lot of the decisions were, and it just weren't, the characters just weren't great. And I think that we, not to rehash it again, Mike, but I remember when we were going over it, like Daphne Keene, again, talking about underutilized, we all thought after we went through it, that was the story. Daphne Keene's character should have been the story. That should have been the Acolyte the whole way through, the way that they played it together. And they just dropped the ball. But they dropped the ball of money. They dropped and its locations. That was an applauding thing. That's going to cost money when they're shooting in locations. So
it did look good. Those
looks good.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. And then and what's his Manny? What's his name that played the
Jacinto?
Yes, he was the best part of the entire series. I think we can all agree with that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like so excited for his career. I feel like he should blow up. Instantly.
He was the best. He was fantastic. And he just, again, this is sometimes if you can shine in certain things, like and who knows, Roca is adamant. I don't know this, and I don't know how true this is, but Roca is adamant that Filoni meddled in this thing and kind of threw Leslie Helen under the bus. I have
like,
no
why
idea
so? Why is he saying that?
I think he said he had a lot of notes and made her change a lot of things. And she did, and then the stuff that didn't work, she took the hit for. Now, again, I have no idea how true that is. It could be completely just something that he heard or not is not true at all. But I don't know. You would also say, well, the guy is in charge of wrangling and all. He's essentially the creative head of all that stuff. He was put in that position, so the spotlight should be on him. Going, hey, what happened here? No one talks to him about that. It's always like. It always seems, no matter him or whoever it is, if these things that fail, it's almost like it's everybody else's fault. It's never it's never like, hey, we took a shot and just didn't work out. The writing didn't pan out the way we wanted to. We took certain creative choices. Audience didn't respond to it. It's always like, hey, we made a great show. We made a good show. It's like your fault. They don't say it like that, but that's the way it comes off. Hey, we made a great show. We love what we did. We made a great show. You guys should have took it and ran with it. Sometimes that might be true, but every time it's like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot in general. And I think this is the point I wanted to make before. And I wanted to get your guys' perspective on this too. And I think we've talked about it briefly. As I just mentioned with Mandalorian and Grogu, the things that I will push back with anybody. And I guess with Mike's earlier point about Indiana Jones, if Mandalorian and Grogu does not do well at the box office, I definitely think it'll break even, and I think it'll make a little money. Again, whether it's 400 to 500 million, I think it'll get in that range. I do think it'll hit that, but not that I'm saying you disagree with. But if it fails, if it does hit, let's say it barely even makes its budget back and loses the marketing budget and it fails, right? People will say that Star Wars is dead as a brand. I still won't feel that yet. I would feel that it's really time for Disney to sell it. Like, you cannot win anymore. No one cares about your leadership at all. It will not work if Starfighter fails. If Mando and Grogu fails and then Starfighter fails, that is the one. Starfighter is the one that is going to redesign your entire outlook on how you're approaching these movies. If that fails, it's over. You got to sell it. But Steph, do you agree or disagree with that? I'm curious.
I don't know. I could never imagine a world in which I feel that way. I just feel like they just have so many points for me that it's like they have this unlimited failure type of.
But money talks, though, Steph. Money
yes,
talks.
it does. It does, and it's like the reason why I feel like it's kept. This is kept pushing so hardcore is because of. When episode 9 came out and broke $1 billion, it was like, okay, we can keep going forever, just based off of that. And I really hope it does well, but I do think, yes, if both of those movies, especially Starfighter, because it's given kind of a refreshment and is outside of the characters we've seen and kind of maybe a good place to start over in a sense. If that doesn't do well, which I don't really see it not doing well money-wise, but if it doesn't, then yeah, I do think that they're probably in serious trouble.
Right. And that's the whole thing, right, Michael? You got to figure out, where are you going to stand here after, if this movie does not perform for you? Because I saw someone said they're not going to sell Star Wars because they make too much money on merchandise and theme parks. They almost sold it already, so they'll let you know they almost sold it. But one of the things that they were going to sell it to was the fact they didn't want the theme park stuff. They didn't want this. They just wanted the brand. And if they are in a place where they're not making money on this thing anymore, outside of just merchandise and theme parks, they're going to eventually get rid of it, but they should. But Mike, how do you feel about all of this?
I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where you're going to make fun of me again. Like okay, Mandalorian and Grogu, like, I think it'll make its budget back, but I think people are especially, I mean, again, you bring up the Moana of it, so I can't, that counterpoints what I want to say. I think audience are just going to go, oh, I'll see it on Disney Plus. Is Disney Plus show the movie?
Right.
I'll catch it. But Moana proved the opposite of that. But okay, so no. Before Moana, the one that they did the season when it became a movie, was there another season before that? Or was it just the movie?
Moana? No, it was just they just went straight. Yeah, so right. It's different. It is 100% different.
We've had 3 seasons of Mandalorian. People,
100%.
That's what got people into Disney Plus. Do you remember 2019 pre-pandemic when Mandalorian hit and we were all like, "What the fuck? This is the best thing ever."
Yeah.
This erases the sequel trilogy. This is what Star Wars needs to be. And if this is what Disney Plus is going to give us, we're on board.
Right.
And now here we are 5 years later. We're like, oh, Christ, what now?
Your point.
I don't know, man.
I hate saying this. You're dead on. You're dead on.
I think they'll make its budget back, but I don't think it'll make anything over that. I think it'll be like, all right, we're never going to see another Mando and Grogu movie ever.
Here's the difference, and I agree with you on the Moana side of it, is that Moana was a movie.
Yeah.
The first one was never, like you said, never a TV show. So you didn't have to know anything except what you saw in the first movie. So turning that into Moana 2 makes all the sense in the world, because that's, you don't have to do any homework. You have to really just get the Mandalorian and Grogu or the Mandalorian audience into the theater again and get them excited. The problem is, as you said, you're not coming off of season 2. You're coming off of season 3 with Jack Black and Lizzo doing God knows whatever they were doing in that show, and that kind of thing. And you're like, is that what we're getting from the movie? And do I really care anymore? So you've got to, and it is the lowest budget for a Star Wars movie ever. So that's good. But you got to get that audience in there. I do think the reason what they have going for them is because of when it comes out in the summertime. And we have not seen anything Star Wars related in the theater since 2019. That goes a long way.
Yeah,
it does. People, it goes a long way. Like I haven't even watched the trailer. I don't know if I'm going to watch any trailers. I'm not excited for the movie, but I'm excited to watch the movie in the theater. That is true. Yeah. It is true. I'm curious to see how it comes out in the theater and if it plays. I don't know if I'll ever watch a trailer for it. I don't know if I'll ever really get excited. It
didn't do anything for me when I saw it. I was like, oh, it's okay. It's
right.
Another. Right. It looked like another season of the television show.
Right.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Well, we'll see. What do you guys make of all of this? Because boy, was there a lot of it there. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Okay, we're gonna do this last story here, and then we're gonna get into your questions, because Mike and Steph are going to try to win one together. We shall see. Let's go. Ready? I'm ready. We were talking before about rebooting characters, bringing people back. Do people still care? Well, do people still care about the Mummy? Will people still care about Brendan Fraser? Resurgence of Brendan Fraser. And the Mummy is now looking at reviving the classic franchise with Brendan Fraser. That's right. That's what they say. Although a new take on The Mummy from Blumhouse and director Lee Cronin is on the way, we're also hearing that the Universal Pictures is still determined to resurrect the classic franchise starring Brendan Fraser. New take on The Mummy from Evil Dead Rise. Director Lee Cronin is set to shamble into theaters next year, but it seems Universal Pictures may be still interested in revising a more lighthearted take on the classic movie monster. Despite getting mixed reviews at the time, Stephen Sommers' original 1999 movie proved to be a decent, if unspectacular, hit when it was released and has remained a firm fan favorite over the years. 2 direct sequels and a Scorpion King spinoff, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, weren't nearly as successful, and Universal's most recent reboot starring Tom Cruise bombed to such a degree that it closed the tomb on the studio's plan for a dark universe franchise after a single movie. Even so, rumors have persisted that another Mummy movie is in development. And while previous reports have claimed that the project was being set up as a prequel, Daniel Rickman believes the studio is dead set on making a direct sequel with Brendan Fraser back in the lead role of adventurer Rick O'Connell. Wes Took was said to be attached to pen the script for the prequel, but we have no idea if that's still alive. Cronin recently revealed that he wrapped principal photography on the new Mummy movie from Blumhouse Atomic Monster with Jack Rayner, Leia Costa, Veronica Falcone, May Calloway, and May Eltley on board in the lead roles. This will be unlike any Mummy movie you've ever laid eyeballs on before. I'm digging deep into the earth to raise something very ancient and frightening. When asked if he might be interested in reprising his most famous role in 2023 interview, Fraser seemed more willingly to return to battle. I'm not opposed to it. I don't know an actor who doesn't want a job. I don't think I've been this famous and unsalaried in the same time in my professional life, so sign me up. That last statement says it all. You guys know we're in this business. We've seen it enough. When the iron is hot, got to strike. And that is where Brendan Fraser is right now. Mike, if they want this, he should do it, right?
I think so. You got to look at it in a sense that, like, last time I've seen Brendan Fraser, like, he's not like Harrison Ford or Tom Cruise at 60-something, you know, and they're at that older age. He's kind of, you know, but if he can do one of these transformations where he gets back into shape, and then I'm all on board for it. He's an actor. The physical transformations happen all the time. So, but I think currently where he is, if they were to film a movie in a month from now, I think it's, I don't know how it would play.
Steph should,
because like, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, just you talk about that movie. Like, that is a touchstone movie. Like, so many women love his character and the way he looks in that movie. Like, I love the movie. I think it's great. I think, you know, but it's kind of one of those ones where you revisit your friends after your high school reunion and you're like, oh yeah, not like the high school quarterback he used to be. But then there's other people, you know, and he's had ups and downs in his career. So I just think he needs to get into a place like, hey, we're going to film in a year and a half. Give me a year and a half. I got to work on myself and get going here.
I don't think that's going to be the issue at all. I think that if Universal is going to pay for it, the training, all that stuff, Brendan Fraser is the type of actor, he'll get himself in shape. But
that's
the question,
what I'm saying,
yeah, I agree. But Steph, do you think that Fraser should do it? And do we need another Mummy movie right now? Do you think?
I don't think we need it, but it's really fun. The movie is really fun. The franchise is fun. People like Brendan Fraser. I like Brendan Fraser. People like working with him. I like it'd be fun to see what kind of other characters they introduce and who that would be, because I don't think maybe it wouldn't rely on heavy lifting of him to be as active. Maybe there's like a younger character that comes in and is pulling that sort of role. But I think people, I mean, it's like I always am like, oh, I'm like kind of in the camp of I like what Coogler did with Sinners. I like seeing these, you know, weapons, like these newer stories. But then it's like Jurassic Park consistently just hits the box office out of the park. And I'm like, people like nostalgia. So I think why not?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that the other thing is that Universal needs some franchises, right? They need some more. They got Fast and the Furious, they got Jurassic, but they can get Mummy going again. Why wouldn't you? I'm not a big. I'm not a Mummy guy. I didn't like the original was like everybody's trying to do the same thing. I got where they were going for, and in my head at that time when I saw it, right or wrong, I was kind of hoping for that kind of same tone of the Indiana Jones movies, because that's what they pitched it, but it was different. It was a little more campy. It was a little more. I understand why it succeeded. I understand why people loved it. It just didn't. It never hit for me. But I understand why they would go for it again, and I think that they should, because these and this is another thing that people want to see their old heroes back if you give them a story that they're gonna care about again. And I always use the example of Cobra Kai. I always use that example. Like Cobra Kai, Karate Kid franchise. Mike would have said this, and he would have not been wrong to say it. Who cares about the Karate Kid? No one cares anymore. No one cares about that franchise. The last couple, I mean, because even look at the movie. When you don't have the right team on it, it's like they're just beating a dead horse. That last movie was terrible, and they're just because they didn't have the guys involved at all. John and Josh.
Wait, the guys that did the TV show didn't do the movie?
No, they didn't have. They weren't even involved in it at all. They weren't involved in it, and they just Sony. It was just Sony taking the Karate Kid thing, trying to make their own movie. And it is showing you why the team involved is so important. It's not just the IP, it's the team. So if you get the right team to do it, you can bring it together. The Mummy can work, and you get Brendan Fraser now while he's having this resurgence. So I think we're all on the same page. What do you guys think about it? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know what you think about the Mummy returning. Should it happen? Should it not? What say you? Okay. Now it's time for us to get some questions. Okay, you guys need about we'll call it 168.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you're at 22 right now. It's not a bad start. Not a bad start. Can we get to it? The old team returns. Like to see you guys back together. So we start with Nathan Drake fittingly. Happy belated birthday, Christian. Thank you, Nathan. I thought about sending you a frameless Jedi poster. Would you hang it up? You're the best. Yeah, there's the bathroom needs some stuff right in the shitter. We'll put it in there. Hey, Mr. CJ. Steph, going on an Arnold fix? What reaction are you excited to see? For me, I'm excited for you to see Commando, Kindergarten Cop, and Running Man.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Right.
you guys have to tell me. I have no idea what those movies are. I've heard
We're doing all of them.
some of them. We're doing all of them. I'm excited for all of them. Like, I feel like he's one of those guys where he hits the screen and you're like, it's funny, but it's also like he's so athletic that it's cool to watch too. So it's a good balance. I'm excited.
I can't wait for you to watch all three of those films. But
yeah,
I found out a gem of a piece of information yesterday while watching a reaction with Steph yesterday. Mike, I want to get your reaction on this when you find out. So we were watching Predator 2. So we did Predator 1. Predator 2 is coming out probably tomorrow. And then we were going to take a break from Prey. We're going to we're probably going to wind up doing Predators and Prey, but we're going to take a break for a second, get closer to the release of Badlands when it comes out. Okay. So we were going to go start with the Arnold movies. I just found out that Steph Sabra has never seen Point Break.
Really?
Yeah. And I went, wait a minute now, because we were talking about Gary Busey. And she's like, I've never seen anything he was in. And I think she did the one that we said that she did, but she just didn't remember, was the first Lethal Weapon. But but there were other movies, and I was like, well, Point Break you've seen. She's like, no, I've never seen it. And I was like, oh my God, that might be the next one we do. It's such a classic. And you, Catherine,
I'm looking at the picture right now. I've literally never seen anything about this film.
Oh,
Utah. God. Give me two.
Two meatballs. Utah. Give me two. So good. That was. I told you, Mike. I told you my Gary Busey story on the roof.
No.
Oh my God.
I know this one.
I can't do it again for the poor audience. They've heard it 1,000 times, but I did. I was asked by my attorney, who was working on something with him. She said, hey, I think that I'm representing Gary Busey right now. I'm doing some stuff with him. And I think that you'd be the perfect person to do a podcast with him. Will you meet him?
Oh God.
And I was like, 100% I will meet Gary Busey. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I do an impression of him all the damn time. I'm like, I would love to meet him. And in my head, I'm going, all right, you get this vision of him. Like when you see him in Entourage, you're like, okay, well, how much of it is a show? And how much of it is this guy is on Mars right now? And I always thought in my head, it's probably 60% show, 40% Mars. It's 99.9% Mars. I'm telling you right now, from every conversation, from everything, I wish I had, after the first one, I had them calling me and saying, you got to do a second meeting. He really wants to do a second meeting with you. I said, no, I'm not. And I said,
so
he
you
really
said
wants
no.
to. I wound up doing it, but it was because, again, at the office, they were like, hey, you should come in. He wants to talk to you. He feels bad about how it went. It was the best meeting ever. The first one. I will never take away anything that happened. But this is literally what would happen in the middle of the conversation. You'd be telling stories, or tell me, like, if you're pitching me what I'm Gary Busey and you're pitching me what you think the show should be. Okay. And I'm looking at you, I'm sitting right in front of you. almost eye to eye at Gary Busey, and you're pitching what you think this show should be. Give me a full pitch.
You?
Yeah, you give me a full pitch of what you think the show should be and why I would want to do it with you.
Okay, so I think that you and we would sit here, and it's like
we would do what?
Your love of
what?
movies.
We would what? We would
well,
do
my
what?
love of movies and your love
movies?
of movies.
What kind of movies?
Yeah.
What?
Just the movies that you've been in,
What?
but other movies, maybe
I've
movies
been
that you
it's not
didn't
just
get to be a
movies,
part of.
they're experiences. There's life. Loving, international, feeding everything. Continue.
Okay, but so then, I think we'd have 2 chairs set up, and then we'd have the microphones.
What? Do not think. There's no thinking. What?
That's what happened continuously.
Oh God!
My favorite is he had the Buseyisms book. This is my favorite part of the entire thing, and there was like 5 or 6 people there. I can't remember, and he's got 7 to 8 books, and he goes,
before we continue, I just like to. Here's a book for you. Here's one for you. For you.
He looks at me and puts the book next to him and doesn't give me anything and goes, continue.
Oh my gosh.
The best.
How long ago was this?
It's about a year. No. I was still.
Oh, really?
No. I was still at Skybound. So, and we were doing Schmodown still. So it must have been 2.5, 3 years ago now at this point. Jeez. It just seems so fresh in my mind. But the other thing was, my favorite was when he's like making a list. This might've been the second meeting. He's making a list of all the, because he was pitching it now. And it was the second meeting, because he was pitching as if I was going to do the show with him. At this point, I knew I wasn't. And he's going over all the guests in the thing. And he's like, put this person on the list, put this person on the list. He's like, he's like, I would like to have Danny Glover, Mel Gibson. He's going through. I'm like, well, that's great. You do those movies with them? Like, have you talked to them? It's been about 15 years, but they'll do the show. I'm like, okay, oh, great, perfect, okay. And then he's like, put Don Rickles on there, put this, and he's going through it. And I go,
Don Rickles,
right? And he's just saying, put Don Rickles. Then he goes, is George Carlin still with us? I go, no, and Don Rickles is no longer with us either. He goes, well, you should cross them off the list then.
Oh my god.
It was I'm telling you, there were so many gems. I wish that it was recorded, obviously, and it was so hot. It was like 95 degrees on this rooftop in Beverly Hills. In a rooftop in Beverly Hills. Yeah, it was the attorney's office building. A very nice setup up there, but he wanted to meet on the roof twice, and I was sweating balls. Anyway, so that's my Gary story.
Oh, God,
hey,
awesome.
Mr. CJ. If there was a drinking game for every Arnold one-liner, Kristian would be picking you off the floor. It's true.
I know. I'm finding that out.
Yeah, loves those. There's so many great ones.
Stick Around is my favorite right now. We'll see if there's another one.
Commando has got the best. Commando,
really?
You're gonna fucking die in Commando.
Commando's got so many.
I eat green berets
for breakfast. And right now I'm very hungry.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
That was a good one. And then, right?
Wrong.
So many good ones.
Sully, remember when I promised I'd kill you last? Yeah, Matrix, you did. I lied.
So good.
Oh, when he's having lunch with Alyssa Milano plays his daughter.
Yeah.
You get the sandwich. What is in the sandwich?
What is in the
sandwich? The ice cream. She puts it on his nose.
Yeah, it's the best. It's one of my favorite movies ever. I love Commando.
Oh, Commando's the fucking best.
The best. That's probably going to be the first one we watch, and maybe
Commando.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if we're going to take the break and watch Point Break yet. I have no idea. I might have to do a poll on the
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, I might have to. Blake, quick tip for Demon Slayer: finish season 1 and watch episode 1 of season 2, then watch the Mugen Train movie. It will probably be your most viewed and covers episode 2 to 7 of season 2. That's what people say. Should I just, Steph, do you agree with that, or should I just watch the season because it's pretty much just the movie itself?
I kind of agree with that. Maybe watch the movie, and then I'm sure there's a way to find out added scenes that they put into the show, the series, because it's the same thing. They just added some stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like people love the movie just as the movie.
All right,
it's like
maybe
one of the highest grossing movies ever.
Oh, shit. All right, maybe we'll do that next. Well, not next, but after we finish this thing. So we're going to be.
Oh my god, you're gonna love that one.
Okay. Well, Winston and I are watching some of these episodes. We got everything working again together. So we're gonna
good.
Shoot today. King of the Wicker people, enjoying your Demon Slayer watch through and got me to rewatch the whole series, gearing up for Infinity Castle. Do you intend on watching season 2 or just the and trade movie. I recommend the movie for a nice pop for the channel. I mean, it looks like more and more. I mean, Steph, the previous commenter, and yourself all say do the movie, so maybe we will do that.
Mhm.
So what happens? It's after episode 1, it jumps into it.
I guess,
the
yeah.
last
I
guy
don't know
say?
because I watched it as the series, but because
Let me
I
see
was
what
behind.
Let me see what the last guy said. Because I think he's like, hey, idiot, I told you how to do it. So watch episode 1 of season 2, then watch the movie. It'll probably be and it covers 2 to 7. So basically watch episode 1, then the movie, and then watch 8 right afterwards. I would assume.
Okay.
That makes sense. So maybe we will do that and I'll give it a shot because maybe I'll give that a shot because I'm just so bummed on how they're performing on the weekend because it's like I really like the show and like watching it, and it's just like everyone's like, watch the show, we'll watch it, and it's like no one's watching it. Edit the movies. Happy belated, Kristian. Thank you. Started watching Task. Holy farts, it's great. It's so good. Hey Mike, where are you? Doctor's office, grocery store, break room. Steph plus Spider equals hearts. She loves Spider.
Oh my God, don't even. I know I shouldn't have even released how much
You hate
it's
him.
like a trigger for me.
It's true. And Mike, so yeah, you're in the break room, right?
Yeah, I'm in my little trailer, getting ready to go to work.
I like that. And yeah, Task. Have you guys started Task? Either one of you guys?
No.
No.
Do you know what it is?
Oh God,
No.
you know what I'm watching?
You gotta. It's hold on. Let me tell Steph real quick. It's HBO show. Did you like Mayor of Easttown?
Oh, that's good.
It's great.
Yes, I
Mark
did.
Ruffalo. It's great. It's a great show. It's my favorite show on TV right now. That's
Okay.
that's currently on TV right now. Yeah.
I keep seeing it. I will. I like both of Mark Ruffalo, obviously,
Belfry.
but the other,
Belfry's
yeah, the
great.
other, yeah.
Yeah. Mike, what were you gonna say?
You know what I'm watching right now?
What's that?
The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, is it
So
good?
So good.
People tell me
Yes,
I would
I
love
watched
it.
that.
People tell me I would
I
love
only
it.
watch it because of Walton Goggins and the gifs I've seen of him or
Yeah.
the memes. And people are
But
like, you've got to watch this show.
character-
I'm fucking dying in this show.
Is it really funny?
It's one of the funniest shows ever. Like it is. Yeah, it's so
God.
funny
Okay.
and
Yeah,
crazy.
I've heard that I would really like it. Yeah.
Baby Billy.
Baby Billy.
Nathan Drake, Mike looking like a Eraserhead from a Lynch movie.
I thought he was gonna say a racist.
That guy with that fucking hair?
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know if we're that. I don't know if we're that high, but Mike says fuck you.
It's not high.
No, it's not that high. I like it. It looks like a nice pencil that's been taken care of. Renetta W, what's up, you beautiful soul? What's up, Renetta? Quick question: y'all think the Odyssey is a guaranteed $1 billion bag or no? Guaranteed? No, but I would bet on it. It's $1 billion.
If it's
not
Vegas
easy.
odds, I'm betting on it.
I would bet on it. I would definitely put some money on it that it would hit $1 billion. But yeah, I don't think nothing's guaranteed. The only Avatar is a guaranteed $1 billion. Avatar, right? I don't know what else is
that's guaranteed.
Right. But it's got a good shot. Nathan Drake, Bad Bunny as Bond.
Oh my gosh.
Probably not.
I mean, definitely as a character in it, I feel like he's really trying to act more.
I thought he was good in even though I didn't love the movie, I thought he was good in Caught Stealing.
I've seen him in a few things and I feel like he's
He was
good.
in Bullet
Yeah.
too, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Renetta W, snagging my tickets for one battle after another. The buzz is real. Reviews been hitting. Now it's my turn to see what the hype's about. It's a really solid. It's solid. It's in my top 10, if not my top 5 of the year. Did you guys see it yet?
No, Renetta, I'm in the same company as you where I'm like, okay, I was gonna kind of just wait and I was always interested, but now I'm like, okay, maybe it feels like this is a action theater.
You're gonna love it. You'll definitely love it. And you've never seen Boogie Nights either. That's another one I found out that Steph has never seen. That's another
Steph.
one. I know. We're gonna watch that one too.
Oh my God.
Don't you dare watch that. We're definitely
and
watching
another
all
one.
Of it. There Will Be Blood, right?
There Will Be Blood. Yeah. Haven't seen.
Boogie Nights is the best.
Boogie Nights is the best. Nathan
That's
Drake.
what Kristian said.
Yeah. Imagine Logan style story with older Bond. Be cool. It'd be cool. And then Randall says, I don't need a pre 007 Bond. A certain mystery is beneficial. Seen too many comics movies where decade-old mystery is finally answered about a character that falls flat. I don't disagree with that logic. The problem is,
not wrong.
But this is like the 80s. How many movies have they done with James Bond?
25, 26, depending on if you count Never Say Never Again. So.
Right. So it's like there's only so many times you can put it in the same. It's like you got to change some things up here and there.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Yeah. So
I feel like as a person who hasn't seen any of the Bond movies, this
Yeah.
would be interesting to me.
yeah, see you later, Mike. Go pal.
Because it feels like I'm starting with it. Like it
Yeah,
feels like
you're gonna-
I don't
right,
need
yeah,
to
this
be
will be a
caught
first-
up,
Right.
and
right.
it's not as daunting.
Yeah. The good things about the Bond movies, and Mike can probably test this too, is what they do when they reset with a new Bond. You don't really need to be caught up on the previous Bonds.
No.
Okay.
Aside
At all.
from the Craig movies, you don't even need to have watched the previous ones. It's a
Right.
very loose continuity.
Right.
Very loose.
He means like within like Pierce Brosnan, right? If you watched like
Yeah.
one of the Pierce Brosnan movies, you wouldn't be lost because you didn't see the other Pierce Brosnan movies.
Okay.
Not at all.
Daniel
No.
Craig's movies.
Craig's you
is-
need to.
Yes, because they're telling a continuous story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, but you don't, because you didn't see, like, if I was like, okay, Steph, we're going to start with the Daniel Craig Bonds. You're like, oh my god, but I've never seen the Sean Connery Bonds. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Go pal. Hollywood accounting has been dubious since they started offering points and screwing people out of their money by claiming a loss. Though, yeah, there's something going on. Something stinks in Denver, right, Mike?
Money laundering.
Yeah, something stinks. Something stinks. Okay, let's see. After that,
Something is PU in Peoria.
That's right. Go pal. Do we know Harrison's thought about recasting Indy? What does he care?
And
by the way,
he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't
But-
care.
by
His
the way-
interviews are so
No,
funny.
they're hilarious. He doesn't give a shit. By the way, and this is what made me so proud of myself when I saw this video the other day. When I told the story about when I saw Christopher Nolan walking with his wife when I was in the village, and I left him alone. I didn't bother him. I just let him walk past me, and I was in awe of the man when he walked just like this, right by me. I said, "Holy shit, that's Christopher Nolan."
my
That's
gosh.
great, and I left him alone. Just it completely didn't bother him. Leave these people alone. Harrison Ford was walking around in the city, and some dildo on wheels comes over, and he's like, puts the thing in his face. He's like, "So what do you think about this? Leave him alone." He's like, yeah. Leave him alone. He's allowed to walk. Let him walk on the street. And they happened like 3 different times, like 3 other freaking idiots. What was that?
My phone.
Nice. So
Severance
leave
ring.
him alone. Let the old man be an old man, walk around in the city and do his own thing. It's like you can't walk around. It's like leave him alone.
Right.
Joshua Gonzalez. Prediction on Harry Potter show. Oh, this is where we're going to differ here because Mike doesn't even think it's going to do well. Predictions on Harry Potter show ratings with everything being divisive. If it were to happen, is a JK backlash going to kill it before it's even out? No, it's not, because of the where we are. If it was 2020, maybe we're in a different place for right now. And I think that I think that it is not going to hurt it. And I still think that one of the things, again, children who are reading this books, they ain't paying attention to the news. Well, their parents are still. Kids are going to be watching this.
And also, like, people like my parents, and I'm sure my cousins and people who are just not in this industry, the news is so crazy. I don't even think most people know that JK has, like, just been kind of crazy. Like, I really would, I think if I called my mom right now and being like, do you know, like, stuff about JK Rowling? She'd be like, who's JK? And then I'd be like, oh, it's the writer of Harry Potter. And she'd be like, no, what? Like, I think that it's not, like, to me, it puts a bad taste in my mouth for sure. And I just
be honest though. Are you going to watch?
Am I going to watch it? I was just going to get there. Yeah, I'm going to watch it because the world that was created is so awesome. Like, every winter, as soon as November hits, I'm watching the movies. And I love the cast, and I feel like the cast has just stood on business, and I appreciate them. So it's like what we always say, there's more to a movie than a singular person. And yes, she is going to continue making billions of dollars, and that kind of sucks if you're not into her. But I think in terms of it hurting the franchise, I think the majority of viewers, I don't know about the Brits. All the Brits might be in the UK might be aware of her and not like her, but
yeah.
Well, Mike, she's frozen in time. What do you think? Oh, you froze for a second, but you're back.
I don't know, dude. The Potter stuff is not for me. I was only into it because of Schmodown. So I was beyond the books when they came out, like, age-wise. So I probably won't tune into it. But
I believe.
not the demographic. I'm not the demographic for it. It's not for me.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be one of the biggest shows on HBO.
I don't know, man. Well, okay, hold on, numbnuts, real quick. I would have said the same thing then about like Lord of the Rings, and like this thing is gonna dominate. And I was like the other day, it's like season 3, it got greenlit. What?
Sure, there's two. Well,
I mean, I don't know, man.
I'll give you the positive and negative on that, on your point, which I agree with. Initially, you look at the ratings for the first episode, and they were astronomical. They were great the first episode, and then as it went on, the problem is they're not really going off a lot of the stuff like that people know off of Lord of the Rings. It's not stuff that has proven to work. Harry Potter is working off of stuff that we know has worked because we saw it work in the movies. B, it's bringing out the stuff that those people who were avid book readers were saying, "Oh, I just wish that would have been in the movie." Well, they're going to expand that, and now you're going to see more. The better example is actually Percy Jackson, right? Where Percy Jackson, the movie, the book readers hated it. My daughter being one of them. It was very true, and the creator, Rick Riordan, I don't remember how to pronounce his name. He said, "This is what we're putting this all together, and we're adding everything that was missed out." And it's been one of the highest rated things for Disney Plus, like TV wise ever. So maybe, but I think it's going now. If it stinks, like any show, if it stinks, then the ratings are going to go down. But if it's good and it holds true, it's going to be nothing. Because look, here's the other thing. Good.
I think also to your point with Percy Jackson, I think the actor, I don't think there was a single bit of casting that was wrong in the original films that people disagreed with. And those actors are so beloved of those characters. I think they're facing an uphill battle, the entire cast.
Oh, that's a very valid point where it's
like
going to
with
be
Percy Jackson. No one's like, "Oh, Logan Lerman killed it."
Right. That's a very good point. It's like, okay, those kids, everybody involved.
Everybody
you're gonna
involved.
Have binoculars are going to be on. You're going to be watching like this, going, "All right, you better do it better than Radcliffe. You better do it better than Brent. You better." Of course, I agree. But if it's good and it's solid, it's going to be.
You're right.
It also has been so many years.
Yes.
That what the good news is that all of the main actors have really done a good job of continuing different roles and characters where it's not like so fresh where you're like just constantly on the mind. It's been a long time.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Let's see. Luke said he did a poll. I don't know if he did one in the chat or if he did one in the community post, but I want to see right now he did a poll between Point Break and Commando. Do you guys want to guess percentage of what is in the lead? Mike, you want to start? I'll start with you. It's between Point Break and Commando.
What's in the lead of what?
Point Break and Commando for which one we should watch. He did one in the chat. He's going to do one on the community post also.
Oh, Commando. 100% Commando's got the higher rating.
Do you want to guess per percentage?
95%.
Wow. No. Steph, do you want to guess between the two?
Okay. I think 60% Commando.
49% Point Break, 51% Commando.
Wow. Oh, wow. It's close.
That's in this chat. He's going to do a community post that we'll talk about at the end of the show and to be because there's, every time I have to put her on. I told the audience this yesterday. I said my wife calls it during every live show, and I brought her up again.
Said it was at
12 until 2 every day. Every day.
I thought it would
we love
be
her.
over.
I said every day she calls during the live show. She called yesterday. We had this whole conversation. It literally told her yesterday, and she calls every live show.
I looked at the clock before I dialed. I said, okay, yesterday he reamed me because I called at 12. It's almost 1:30, so he's done with the show by now. So I called.
You're wrong.
Wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong. You nice try. And get out of here. I'll call you later.
I call me when you're done.
Bye. This does it every time. Okay.
I love her.
She's the best. All right, Joshua Gonzalez. Oh, we did that already. Okay, the ratings are going to be huge, Joshua. Alex, these numbers are suspect. If you do a deep dive muckraking video into how film budgets get reported versus how they actually work and how much money they made in total, I'd watch the shit out of that. Team up with Merle. Yeah, Merle is the one. He's the pure investigator on his stuff, man. Like he's the best when it comes to that stuff. I'm just reading what I'm reading off of the reports here too. I don't kind of deep dive in the way that Dan does. Dan's absolutely the guy to go to when it comes to that stuff. All right, next one after that, Nathan Drake. The new indie game was a big hit, though. I think he's going to say it was. I mean, that was a great point that Nathan Drake makes, Mike. That it shows you that people still do care about indie because that game crushed.
But okay, yeah, I do agree with that. But also, it was in the model of Harrison Ford. Yes, they used a different voice actor, but he even talked about how much he tried to mimic Ford. It was Ford. Point. Like you do an animated series based on Ford's Young Adventures and put Short Round in there. That fucking show kills.
Yeah,
Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones,
and like a 35, 40-year-old indie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. The reason I loved the game is because
you're playing as Indy in his prime.
You literally play during his thing in Raiders of the Lost Ark in the beginning. Yeah, so I don't disagree with you. Go Pal. Just saw Lioness is renewed for season 3.
Go Pal.
People love that show.
Absolutely. I've been waiting on that.
I need to re-catch up.
We love season 2.
Is it great?
I don't think we loved season 1, and I just think when you just like get distracted and then you forget to come back.
Yep.
That's what happened with it. It was like I loved it, and then we just didn't come back to it. But we probably will.
Even better.
Okay, cool.
Chris, Gunn said that the last episode of Peacemaker is longer than the other, so I'm hyped. The episode was the best in the whole series. Predictions for tonight. It's gonna have to be between these guys. I'm still on episode midway through episode 3, I think, or maybe
6
4.
was great. 6 was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give predictions because I feel like that spoils it a little bit, but I feel you, Chris. I'm excited.
Alan Smithy. Alan, thank you for the coffee. Alan was one of the ones he sent me a big bag of coffee for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was very nice. The Willow show was supposed to be about the Newland, and instead it was about the Dakins. Way to screw over the little people at Disney. Also, I got you coffee, Christian. It was delivered to the mailroom. I got it, and it's this huge big bag of coffee. It was great. I'm very excited for it. So thank you, Alan. Very nice. And as for the Willow, they dropped the ball on that one too.
They destroyed that.
Oh, they dropped the ball on it tremendously. Okay, next one, Alex. Is there a gaping black hole of darkness in your heart that grows every time someone utters the word Star Wars, or is that just me? No, because Andor happened. It shows you that there is a possibility if you get it into the right people's hands, there's still magic involved in it. I just think that they have the wrong team that's holding this right now. Filoni had nothing to do with Andor, by the way. Nothing. Yeah.
Good. I got to dip, guys. I got to get out there.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
Got to get to work.
Good luck.
Yeah. Don't charge me full price. All right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bye. Perfect. What are you doing here? Get out of here. All right. Okay. So hopefully Luke can change the graphic here between me and you. So yes. So Steph, how do you feel about it when someone says Star Wars? And you still have hope, you said.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, Andor's still probably my favorite show of the year.
Right.
So it's hard to say that. But I also sympathize with you, Alex. I do.
Jawa Juice. Hell yeah. This trio made me a fan of the show a while back. Mike leaves right now. Mike, who's your favorite Bond henchman? And what did you think of Brosnan's Bond movies? I know that he likes Brosnan's movies. I can tell you that. And his favorite Bond henchman, I can't remember who. Let me see. Let me see if I can get an answer out of him. Let me see. Kalinowski. Hold on. Who is your fave Bond henchman? Let's see what he says. Let's see. Okay. Hilarious. Sam just said she wants a new chair. You don't like your chair?
Like when she's doing reactions?
I guess she said you got to add a new chair on that Amazon list. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like the chair. I guess not.
It does actually really matter. I get so uncomfortable if you're. That's why I'm always moving around. I need one of those ADD chairs that you can.
Yeah, I like my chair.
Crisscross applesauce. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I can give her that office chair over there and see, but she hates that chair. She said it's from Temu. The one.
Wait, I did
let-
not know you guys were childhood best friends until I saw her story
Yeah,
from
I've
your
noticed you
birthday.
saw. Oh, you saw that picture?
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Yeah, I've known her since first grade.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know
So-
anyone from first grade.
Let me see. Let me see if I can call. I'll call Sam. Hold on. Call Sam. Let's see. So I want to see if I can get her on here so she picks up. Well, let's see. Do you think she's gonna pick up? Yep, she's on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you're live on the air with me and Steph.
You telling everybody that you got me a Timu chair? You got me sitting in a Timu chair?
God, I love her voice.
You hate
I always leave there, and my back is hurting me, and I'm like, yo, and I'm looking
you
at
hate
your
that
chair.
chair. You hate that. You know, I have that.
I look at your nice little plush little chair, and I'm like, look at this guy. I want one.
Well, I got that chair for sponsor, but I have another office chair that's like sitting in the back just collecting dust. You can try that one, see if you like it.
All right,
And-
all right.
but-
I want to take a look first.
Yeah. Steph didn't know that we were childhood friends.
Oh my God, since first grade.
Yeah, when we got that,
That's crazy.
you put that picture up there yesterday.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah,
That was from a birthday party, I think at Laces at a roller skating rink.
Oh my God, that pizza was so good there.
Yeah.
Skills.
Yeah, skills. Steph, can I tell Steph that her edges are always on fleek?
Oh my
I
God.
love how she does her edges.
She can hear you.
Does
but
she
you can't-
know that I'm obsessed with her?
She wants to know if you know that she's obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with her. She's so beautiful.
Well, I'm trying to get. I think that now because Steph can host these things like with her eyes closed. So I'd love to maybe try to get you and her on a reaction together.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Let's do it.
Yeah, and it's funny because you and I always talk about like the newer stuff that you haven't seen, right? Like
Right.
I found out yesterday Steph's never seen Point Break.
No way. With Patrick Swayze?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too. There's a lot of pauses in there.
A lot of she hasn't had a
Hell
few
yeah.
pause it movies. I think I explained. I told Steph what the pause it moments were. Yeah, it's like when the
Oh,
shirts
yeah,
go
yeah.
off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta,
It's true.
no dad bods.
Pulls it.
All right, Sam. I'll see
All
you.
right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye
All
guys.
right, peace. Anyway, yeah, she loves you.
Her voice is so great.
It's the best. She's about as real as they come.
Wait,
now,
is your little one starting to have a
New York
Jersey
accent.
Yeah,
a New York accent. She'll get it. She'll get it eventually. Did I tell you the story about her when I was driving with me, Sadie, and her? She was in the back seat, the little one, and I had my hat off, and some guy pulls in front of me, and I'm like, oh man, and I put my hat back on, and my daughter goes, oh no, it's getting real now. He put his hat on.
Oh my gosh.
it was so good. It was so good. It was
She's
so
a
good.
Comedian.
She's hilarious. She really is. Bobby Jackson. If they fail, I don't think they should sell. I think they should clean house and bring in new leadership. I mean, I agree with you, Bobby. That's not going to happen. Apparently, there are a few people that I think should stay in general. But in my opinion, I'll just say the two that I don't think are working, and that's Kathleen Kennedy and Filoni. They clearly, it's not working. Those two need to go. All right, let's see. After that, we've got Casual Scroll. AI actress. Okay, this is how it starts. Just remember, James Caan, I think, tried to warn us. Yes, look at Steph's face. Look at Steph's face. That was hilarious. Oh my God, that was the best face ever.
When I saw that article, I was like, please be a joke. Please be a joke. When I saw her face, I was like, oh my God. Do you know how many people look like that already? I mean, it was like the most basic pretty girl ever. Like, there are thousands of her. And I just think that is so weird. And they're bidding to sign her. You freaks.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Honestly, curse your families. I curse your families.
So crazy. We had that whole conversation the other day. The other thing that I saw, did you see there's that movie, Chad Powers, I think it is, the Glenn Powell movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see there's a girl that I guess an actress who was cast in the movie and she did like this watch party for the movie with her friends, and she found out during the middle of it that she was recast by the Haktua girl.
I did
And
see that, and it
is it a
looked
bit?
really real, but then I saw a comment that says she does satire like this, and I was
Okay.
like,
So it was a
if
bit.
she, I don't know, like if they, I can't tell, but it seemed very serious and
It seemed very
realistic.
serious. If she got, because here's the reason why I do think it was a bit. Because if it wasn't, that woman needs to find new friends. Because if you're recording that reaction with your friends and they find out that you've been replaced and you have a real emotional kind of connection to it and find like, oh shit, that sucks. If someone released it online, that is horrible. Imagine like you invited us over to your place to watch this whole thing, and Roxy, myself, Winston, Coy, whoever come over to watch it, and you get so emotionally upset that you were cut off, and you have a moment, and then Coy releases it on the internet. How betrayed would you feel?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, either
I
she
think it's
was
a
in
bit.
on it. Yeah, it's either a bit, or I feel like, I don't know, I'm imagining, like, let's say it's Roxy and we're like all watching one of her things, and someone like Roxy's so good at being like, well, I gotta make something out of this, you know what I
Right, right.
mean? So post it.
Right. That's true too. That's true. Maybe she said like, I'll overcook it. I'll overcook
Yeah.
it like I really care, and then we'll release it. And maybe
Right.
so yeah, it's interesting. Mike Joyce. Steph's got to react to the movie with Arnold's finest performance, Batman and Robin. Now, so have you ever seen Batman 89?
I saw Batman 89.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything else.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
In that
Okay,
era.
okay, so the Val Kilmer one you didn't see, the Clooney one you
No.
didn't. All right, so we might have to do a thing where we do 89, make it clear to the
Maybe
audience.
before the Batman movie comes out.
Oh yeah, maybe
Or
we have
something
like
like
a
that.
yeah, we could just do the Batman movies. You've seen the Batman though, with Pattinson.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
okay. All right. Let's see.
I've seen every recent superhero comic book movie. It's just though that era, the 80s and 90s, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. Mumra. Do 007 like 78 Soups, Young Bond intro into MI6. I like that too. And by the way, Mike's favorite henchman was Jaws. He wrote back.
Oh.
So yeah, if there's any questions for Mike, he said just text him and he'll answer them. Okay, let's see. Am I ever going to finish Alien Earth? Someone said, like Steph said with show, maybe eventually. I'm just, again, I liked what I was watching. I'm not compelled to run back and watch it. I got to be compelled to watch these things, and I'm just not with that show. It's like I thought it was really good for what I saw, but I'm just not as compelled as I wanted to be. Okay, Eclipse. I'd be surprised if Odyssey didn't hit $1 billion. The way Jorge Rivera's epic musical soundtrack blew up, I could see a lot of the fans going from that to see the movie, me being one of them. Maybe so. Like, look, and it's Nolan. I mean, look, if Oppenheimer almost hit $1 billion, this one certainly has a real good shot. I'm telling you, like Mike and I said, you go to Vegas and you put the money down, and this is going to make $1 billion. But it's not guaranteed.
Right.
Jalen Turner, do you even know I'm sure you know this line, but do you know what the movie this is from? Can I get everybody? I'm walking here.
I think you told me that it's from Taxi, right?
No. You're thinking, which is another one, Taxi Driver, which you've never seen. And that's the talking to me.
Oh yeah.
I'm only here. Who are you talking to? That's from Taxi Driver. This is from Midnight Cowboy.
And it's Robert De Niro.
No, this is Dustin Hoffman. So you wouldn't know.
Okay.
So he slams on the hood and he goes, so you can try it. I'm walking here. I mean, you've seen it in movies, right? You've seen
I've seen people like comedy movies repeat it, and then they'll do like the Christopher Walken voice to it. I feel like.
Yeah, well,
or
he was also,
I've done that.
Maybe you did the Walken voice too, but it was Dustin Hoffman, and it was actually improv. They were shooting as he was walking through with him and John Voight, and the cab kind of came in quick to him, and he just improvised it, and it was one of the most iconic
cool
lines. Yeah. So Steph can't do that line because she's never seen it, and Mike would have done it well, but I hopefully I gave you one that you liked. Orion, everyone wants to remake good movies. Why not remake bad movies? Agreed. I got 2, Congo and Screamers. What are your bad movies you want to see remade? I always, whenever this question is asked, I always say the same thing. It's a movie called The Slugger's Wife. It was Rebecca De Mornay and Michael O'Keefe. It's a movie that I would have loved to see remade today. Do you have one, Steph, that pops out?
No, that's a good point. No, nothing that pops up, but I'm sure there is stuff where I'm like, that had a very promising storyline, and I just
Yeah.
didn't like.
That's fair. I'm so curious to see what is the poll at? I think Luke's going to tell me. Well, what's the poll in the chat saying right now? As far as is it still Commando? And then we'll do community when we sign off. Okay. Peter Kalenko, thank you, Peter, at 38 right now. But here's a question: if you wind up winning, do we give Mike the bonus, or does you get his bonus too?
Oh, that's so true. Let's win, and then
All
we
right,
can
that's fine.
decide.
Peter Kalenko, based on production photos, they're filming stuff that the movies missed. They look authentic to the book and in the timeline, and money they're spending. The Harry Potter show would do great. Actors cast are great, regardless if Black, White, Periwinkle, or we can. Yeah, I agree with Peter 1,000%. If the show is good, and they're true to the nature of what made these things popular in the first place, it's going to do very well.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I saw a lot of comments going one way or the other, like I'm not watching it because of JK, or I am watching it because I support her, which whatever. But I just think that then just let people do what they want to do. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like if people don't want to watch it because they can't separate it from her, then I feel like that's totally fine. And then if people do watch it because they just love the IP so much, then that's fine.
It was kind of the point that I was making though too before, Steph, and this is just as far as like obviously from where you stand, like so we've talked about it many times over of what the politically and what she has said and things that she said, where there are a lot of people who are going, I'm not watching her. I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
There are a lot of people clearly, whether it's here or general, that might share her points of view that will watch the show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
Whether you agree with their points or not. Yeah.
Right. And I saw that Roxy made a point, which I'm in total agreement with, which is as a woman, she's done nothing that's made my life safer or better as a woman. But it feels like there are people, and I see a lot of, like, I have to say it, I do see a lot of men who agree with it. And that's like, whatever, guys. I don't care. But I also don't like when people are like, if people don't want to watch it, that you're like shitting on them. That's totally fine.
It's their choice. It's their choice to not. I mean, you can. That's the whole. That's the problem we have to as a society is that in like I mean many times over, we choose what team we're on, and if one team makes a decision, then it's like that's what we have to do. It's like I talk about with Star Wars all the time. You see, it's like, well, wait a minute. I talk positively about Star Wars all the time. I think this looks bad. Well, I'm still gonna say it still looks great. Spaceships. It's okay. You can say this one doesn't look good. You're allowed to do that. And if someone else doesn't like it, it's not because like I saw someone like if you didn't like the Acolyte, it's because you're misogynistic or you don't like same-sex relationships. Like, no, it wasn't good. There was this whole thing about.
In the same way, it said people are like, go woke, go broke. And it's like nothing about the story was woke. It's like you guys are just like picking weird shit.
It's because you're on the same team. You feel like, well, my team says I'm supposed to say this, and my team says I'm supposed to say this. And so it's like, look, if someone doesn't like someone's point of view and they decide this is and I'm not going to watch the show, then don't want to watch the show. But in the same breath, if someone else says, you know what, I want to watch the show, well, then you say this, you say that, you feel this way. You don't know what I feel. You don't know what I feel at all. You don't know how I feel. Don't just judge because one person. Maybe I want to support the little kid that got the job that I thought is great, and his career is going to be amazing because of it. And I want to support him. He doesn't have a political view about anything.
Totally.
Well, but the person who wrote it, but it's not about the person who wrote it. This kid, it could be another actor who very well might have the opposing views to J.K. Rowling, but because you say, well, we have to boycott her. Well, aren't you boycotting someone who might have your same point of view by boycotting their performance? It's like this holier than thou thing that comes out sometimes. It's like you got to wait and see. You can be and you're allowed to say 100%. I don't think it's holier than thou to make a stance and say I don't fundamentally agree with anything that this person is saying. I think it's hateful. I think it's this. I think you're allowed to say that, and you're allowed to say, I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
But to say, well, if you do that, then you don't know me. You don't
Right.
know that person. You're not allowed to say
Right.
that, because you can make an assumption, fine, but you don't know. And it drives me nuts. It happens all the time.
I saw a really good interview with Emma
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Purpose with Jay
Yeah.
Shetty, and I just
Yeah.
thought she was so amazing in it. And JK has cut her out of her life, and
Yeah.
she's like, I don't believe in that, because if you're willing to make statements, that you should be willing to have the conversation.
It
And I
was
just,
a weird response by J.K. Rowling. I agree. I
yeah,
saw some
it's
of the
like,
things. I saw some of the things that Emma had said, and she's like, I love what she gave to me. I love the opportunity, and I would love to have a conversation with her. I
right,
think you could have
because
responded
that's
and said,
where I
hey,
feel like,
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
would be way better off right now. We're getting, and trust me, I am so passionate. I stay up at night over people losing their rights and just what's going on. But
yeah.
I also think the we cannot survive with this level of like hatred towards each
Right.
other. Like, how can
Yeah.
we ever get on a similar page if we
Right.
can't have a conversation?
No, it really is. It almost is, and I hate to say it like this, and that's why not to go too political. It really is like there's two different countries. I feel like I'm standing in the middle of looking at two countries, and I'm in the same country. I'm
Mhm.
I'm like this. I don't know what's happening around me.
Right.
Jen Shazam, Steph, are you excited for Vox Machina spinoff Mighty Nine? Was reading Stone's article about it, and guest actors they have are Mark Strong, Ming-Na Wen, Ellen Cummington, McGraw, Moana actresses are great. It's a great cast.
Yes, I'll watch anything that this team does. I think that especially the first season to me is one of my favorite animated seasons. I love it. So yeah, and this cast is insane.
Yeah. Alex, let me correct the record. Andor slaps. Everything else they're doing makes me sad. Agreed. Mike and Steph are my
Andor
favorite team.
slaps.
Let's get them a win today.
Thank
I mean,
you.
yeah. I mean, look, we got quite a few left to go, but they're having again 40 right now. Not too bad. Josh Vaskovich, happy belated Christian. Thank you, Josh. I'm an October baby. Also, best month of the year. The weather's so nice here. Steph, I was walking out of the gym today. I was like, oh my god, I love September and October weather.
I
Here.
know. I hear it's the best there.
Beautiful. It's really beautiful. Go pal. James Cam, as in James Cameron, as Cameron tried to warn us about AI. Yes, with Skynet. Yeah,
That's
sure.
right.
A lot of people are saying that thing was a skit. So yeah,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
The girl for talk to her. This was a skit.
Okay.
Motorola. Was anybody in the trenches with me last Saturday at the LAC during the main stage panels? Bryce, Howard, Mike Coulter, Kristen Ritter, Doctor Who, Scream, DD Cast. LA Comic Con. Olsen and Bettany to end the day. Did you go to LA Comic Con, Steph?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what was going on until I saw pictures.
Yeah.
I think I might be going to New York Comic Con, but I just don't know if I phased out of it yet. I think I'm going to go because my oldest really wants to go. She really wants to go. She's never been. I never got a chance to take her to San Diego. So yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Casual Scroll. Hey, Chris, I know you're burnt out on Filoni's Star Wars animation, but are you excited for Visions Season 3 since you're getting into anime now? So I think the team at Visions should be running a lot of shit. I'll tell you that. They get the story, and none of their stuff is canon. Yeah, I think it's the same team that's on some of the Jedi Survivor video games. Let them do more. So yes, I mean, I'm excited to hear more about Visions. I didn't watch a trailer yet, but I will watch that because I feel like out of any team in animation that Lucasfilm has right now, they understand Star Wars the most.
Yeah, something about I feel like the chains not being as short for them.
Yeah.
Like they have just
Yeah.
more freedom, and I think the separation in
Yep.
being in different countries is also very helpful. And just like different countries' form of storytelling is so different, and I think that's what they need is like
Yeah.
a different way of telling stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why we loved Andor. It was such a different way of telling the story.
Another one that he wasn't involved in, just saying. Go pal, I haven't seen Returns in 30 plus years. I remember not being a fan as an early teen, but need to revisit. I didn't get Pfeiffer until One Fine Day. Pfeiffer was great in that movie. But the movie, I'm not a massive fan. It's a very Tim Burton-esque movie. It is why I would like to go and watch. When was the last time you saw 89, Steph?
Not long ago. We watched it
did
for
you-
the World Girls, like
Oh, okay.
maybe 2
Okay.
years ago now.
And that was the first time you'd seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll make it clear when we watch it that Steph has seen it. We'll watch it for a second time for her. But the reason why, leading into the fact that she hasn't seen any of the other ones, and we want to lead into some of the, the Batman and Robin and other stuff too. So Jawa Juice. Damn it, Mike, right before my question. Freaking numbnuts. Yeah, he did get it though. He Jaws was the one. 41 so far as we are heading down the line here. And now Peter Kalenko. I don't know if this needs a remake or why it was made at all, but have you seen 2003's romantic comedy Tiptoes? Have you ever seen the trailer for this stuff?
No.
Oh my god. McConaughey, Gary Oldman, Beckinsale, Dinklage, Patricia Arquette. Watch. I've seen the trailer many. Don't watch the trailer stuff.
Okay.
I don't want you to know anything about it because I would love to actually see you react to the trailer.
Okay. What a cast.
Oh yeah. It's a very interesting movie, I'll tell you that. It definitely doesn't need a remake, and they would never remake it. I don't know how it was made in the first place, to be completely honest with you. But and I find it so hypocritical in when you look at what Peter Dinklage did for how he kind of, I think, set back a lot of little people after his comments with Snow White. I think it's so hypocritical that he was in this movie. Granted, it was 2003, but still. Trey Porter, I think that GTA 6 can take a bite out of Mando and Grogu's box office, at least in the opening weekend. Overall, it can make good money in its final run. I don't know if that's the same audience, though, man. I mean, I know. I get it. I just think that older peeps are going to be checking that out too, the Mando and Grogu. But you might be right. I keep getting this argument with the GTA 6 about how people are just going to be sitting home, not doing anything, and just playing this game. But I just can't. In my mind, I'd be like, if I really want to see a movie, I would say I'm going to pause this moment, or I'm going to save my progress. I'm going to go to the movie, and then I'm going to play it when I come home. I never understood the argument of like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I just feel like some people, like, okay, so Harry won't play games. This is how he does it. And I know everyone kind of has a different thing. He won't play for months, and then a game will come out, and then he'll play for a weekend. Right. And then not touch it again, and just like get through the game. So I think that a lot of them are kind of like that. Like if a game comes out, they'll play until they're through the game.
Yeah. That's what I probably imagine. It's like that culture. Jazzfos, 230. Kenobi only got 90. Why such a big budget? That is a great question. How does 230 go to Acolyte and 90 goes to Obi-Wan? I mean, again,
and Obi-Wan looks good.
Well, Obi-Wan was very volume heavy, and
the fight scenes I thought looked good.
Yeah, the fight scenes, but it was very volume heavy as opposed to real locations. Now that's not going to eat up all your budget, but there's Jazzfos is 100% right. There's no world where Kenobi should have cost less than the Acolyte. There's no way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Where is?
Yeah, I remember actually a lot of people saying it looked cheap. I don't pick up on that stuff as much. Like when it's very, very heavy, I tend to, or now I'm starting to pick up on it more. But I feel like when that show came out, I was still like getting used to what the volume looked like, and you don't have that like uncanny valley yet.
Right. Okay. So we are at 42 thus far. Now we get to this one. Gen V season 2 defecates on Peacemaker season 2. I haven't seen Gen V season 2 because people keep telling me I need to see The Boys season 4 in order to understand it. I'm like, I know, I'm not watching another season.
I keep passing by Gen V and I want to start it, but Harry's obsessed with Tulsa King, so we go to Prime and we see.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the new season?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's good. To me, it's kind of like. It's just a solid mob show, but it's rehashing. It's always like the same issues. You know what I mean? Like new players in town, new businesses.
Okay.
But it's good. Honestly, I was kind of like not super excited about the season. And then I saw Samuel L. Jackson in the trailer and I was like, shit, okay, I'm in. Let's go.
See, I loved season 2. So, and I just
I
watched it
did
recently.
too. It's not
Okay.
that. It's just like I did love it. It's just I wasn't like there's so much on that I wasn't like let's get to it now.
Yeah.
But we are on it, and it is good.
All right. So right now we're at the end of the questions. So I'm going to read in the chat. Commando is winning at 53%.
Okay, still close.
And the community tab, Commando is winning at 52%.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So right now I'll let it sit until we record next week again. But as of today, you're going to be doing Commando. It'd be nice. You go there, you sit there, look at your ears, and say, "Hey, watch me carry a big log." And the girl from Who's the Boss, she will be there. And come on, you kill a bunch of people, chop up some arms. It'd be nice. All right. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. What did we watch yesterday? Predator 2. Predator 2. Okay. Was there one last one for now? 43.
I think so.
I see the yellow one, but I'm going to, there it is.
Oh.
Is that Tiptoes might be the worst movie ever from Larry Korwitz. But for the record, the director disowned the final cut. Peter mentioned too how the studio changed it from what it was meant to be. Still the worst. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy movie when you consider who's in that movie and what it is. Like, I really am going to probably bring up a trailer for Steph to watch so she
before we start.
I think so, and just do a separate video
movie,
of you and
you warm up.
Yeah, of you reacting to that trailer. You won't believe you'll think it's a Saturday Night Live movie. You won't believe that it's a real movie. Michael D'Aguilar, how was the Velvet Cake? Oh no, so we did. It's like kind of like what we did for. I wasn't even going to do anything last night, like because Saturday is when my friends and my family are kind of getting together to celebrate. And that's what Sadie was getting the cake for. Last night was just, hey, do you want to? It's your actual birthday. You want to just go to dinner? And so I worked all day, and then we went to dinner. So like the real celebration's on Saturday. But that's it.
I can't believe you're 50.
Hey, Steph, people don't know that. Now they do.
Oh, sorry. Someone said it in the chat.
Well, I did. I ignored it, but that's fine.
Oh my God. Well, honestly, it's like a compliment to you. Like, you don't act like, I feel like 50 is ages are so different now. Like, I feel like we've gained a decade with like health and wellness and everything. But you look your best that I've known you as.
Thank you.
You look like, honestly, like 40.
Thank you.
And you act like not a curmudgeon, which I feel
like
like
an
people.
imbecile.
Yeah.
I think an imbecile.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Peter Kalenko, the Bride movie and Frankenstein movie both look great.
I mean, it's amazing.
Thank you. Which are you excited for more? I think the cast of The Bride is. I love Del Toro, but I'm a Bale guy, So I think Bale.
I'm more excited for Frankenstein because of just the direction of it, but I'm excited for both. Honestly, give me both of them. They're totally different tonally, it seems.
Yeah, I definitely want both of them. Let's see. Okay, so Peter writes that one there too, and then at least look at that. So that's nice. Thank you, Princess Positive.
Totally. Sorry, I
blew up my spot.
Totally, I did.
That's all right.
I did.
All right. Listen, we got right now 45. Steph, where can people find you?
At Steps Abroad at youtube.com/Steps Abroad, dropping videos Tuesday and Thursday. And we go live on Sunday at 5 p.m. PT. So come hang.
Hold on a second. Oh, that's not you. Where'd you go? What happened there? I had it somewhere. There it is. Luke's on it. Okay. Nate Dogg, who would you hire as a creative head who can rein Filoni in? As a Filoni fan, his LA isn't hitting? His LA isn't hitting. Will they ever mind the 10 years between episode 2 and 3? So I think that there needs to be somebody in general, like to rein him in. You're not gonna be able to rein him in. I think he's too set in his ways. I think like what I would do is if I would say, listen, here, and he probably wouldn't take this deal. If it was me, if someone was stupid enough to say, hey, you're gonna do this, I'd say, look, this is what I would like to do. I really feel like we should take a heavy push on animation again, but I'd like to get out of the realm of the Clone Wars era and the right after. Like, I want to explore different realms, different things. I want to do new things. I also want to explore an Indiana Jones series. I want to do some original animation stuff. I think Dave should run the animation side. He's great at it. I want to see him do that. Let's have him run animation again. I'd put him in charge of animation. I would take him off of all the live action stuff, and I'd find somebody else to do the live action stuff in general.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know who the answer is to that. There are people that we just don't know the name. I don't know. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it for now.
So
Double check. Okay. All right. So, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You guys rule. Thank you to Steph. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to everybody who has been here today checking the show out. Really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with Chris Carr and Winston A. Marshall. There is a chance, depending on what Sam's coming in tomorrow to do a video. We were going to do Interstellar, but she might have to leave earlier, so we might do something else. That we're going to, depending on our time, depending on how it bleeds into the show, there's a possibility I won't be on the show, but I'm trying my hardest to be there. So thanks again. Thanks to Mike. Thanks to Steph. Thanks to all of you guys. Will I be there tomorrow?
I wish I knew.
Yeah, me too.
And you know this, man.
Thank you for everybody for chiming in at the end there. All right, bye.